Did you know that type A, achievement oriented women who are used to functioning at a really fast pace at very high levels are much more likely to develop alcohol use disorder than women who are pretty laid back? If that sounds familiar, you need to understand the difference between a negative and a positive goal. And in this video, I'm going to explain why the more you try to drink less, the harder it is to control yourself. By the way, I'm Colleen, and I'm a drinking coach, helping high-achieving professional women permanently reduce their alcohol consumption by 80%, so they don't have to quit. Hit the follow if you want to see more of me in your feed. If you already feel like you can't trust yourself with alcohol, you've undoubtedly spent a lot of time beating yourself up and wondering why you have so much willpower and discipline in other areas of your life, and yet you can't seem to follow through on a simple goal like drinking less. Here's why. Because drinking less is actually a negative goal. It's not that drinking less is negative, it's just you're wanting something to not exist. The reason alcohol use disorder is so frustrating is that you already know that it's fairly simple to get what you want when you know what you want. You set the goal, you follow the action steps to get the goal, you achieve the goal. Check, 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 check. The problem with alcohol use disorder is that you're so focused on the problem that you can't see the solution. You don't have a vision for who you'd be if you weren't drinking and or thinking about alcohol all the time. You only know what you don't want. You don't want to feel like shit when you wake up. You don't want to have to worry about what you said and did when you were intoxicated. You don't want to feel guilty and ashamed and stuck. There are only two sources of motivation. One is to pursue pleasure and the other is to avoid pain. Be honest, the only reason you really want to drink less is to avoid the pain of drinking too much, which means you're only motivated when you feel like shit. So the better you do, the better you feel, the less motivated you are to actually drink less. You're pursuing the wrong goal. You need to stop and take the time to figure out what it is that you really want so that you're not saying no to alcohol, you're saying yes to yourself. And drinking less just becomes a natural side effect of you pursuing your positive goals. Type yes in the comments if this makes sense and you really understand the difference between a negative and a positive goal. Type yes so you can anchor this understanding in your body and feel what it's like to tell yourself yes instead of just trying really hard to say no to alcohol. Type yes, say yes. Feel the yes. If you honestly don't know what your life would look and be like without this problem, you're not alone. Alcohol use disorder is a blind spot. It's a glitch in your brain. I can help you figure out what you want and give you a step-by-step process for getting what you want. So if you want to chat with me, click the link in my bio and schedule a free consult.